Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Accidental Beauty. If you're new, welcome. My name is Laura. I'm a self-taught makeup enthusiast who absolutely loves trying out new products, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing a full face of brands that I've never tried before, for the most part. There are a couple brands that I've actually tried other products from them before, but not these particular products. But in general, for the most part,
for any reason, ever, no matter what,
these are brands that I've never tried anything from them before, so it's my first introduction to the product, first introduction to the brand, and I'm putting all of those products on my face to create the look that you see here. So if you guys want to see how I did this look, my whole review and, testing out new products, first impressions, then please keep on watching. So the products that I'm going to be using in this video, I'm actually going to split up into like 7 different videos. So this video is going to be me trying on all these products. If you want more details about certain products, I'm going to be highlighting some of them, kind of the more like the newer ones or indie ones. I'm going to be highlighting those in their own videos. Products that have been out for a while, I don't think anyone's really interested in a review. And just because I have so much to get through in this video, those are the ones that I'm going to be like really talking about in this video. So anyways, if you're just curious about anything, I'll just link the whole series of videos in the description box below. So you can watch those if you're interested. So as I mentioned in the title, I'm going to be doing a full face of brands that I've never tried before. There are, I think, 3 products that I'm going to be talking about that I've actually tried things from those brands. One that I've actually tried the product itself. Everything else is going to be first impressions, and everything else also is going to be first impressions of the brand. So this is going to be a really long video, so let's just jump right in. To start off, I almost always start off with my brows. I'm going to be using the Kvd Beauty Brow Moment. It's a one-stop fill, shape, and set brow gel. This is in the shade medium. Just for transparency's sake, I actually got this as a gift. So I didn't actually buy this myself, but my opinions are my own. And just because someone gave it to me doesn't mean that I'm not going to be honest about it. All right, brows are done and they're looking very messy, but I will clean them up.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, so now I'm gonna prime my face. I'm gonna try out the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Very excited about this. I hear this product is very bougie. I got the small size, like the mini one. I'm usually not wowed by primers. I find most of them don't do too much for me, but people love this one, so let's see how it works. So it's teeny tiny, super cute. Has a nice smell. It kind of looks like lip balm or something, like it's just very smooth. Has almost like a lemony scent, but also almost smells like sunscreen. Because I don't want to just stick my fingers in there, I'm actually going to just use a spatula, dot a rice grain amount on face with fingertips and massage into skin. It's a velvety smoothing balm of pressed silk that primes and makes makeup last longer, while keeping it out of skin, helping to prevent clogged pores and breakouts. All right, I don't think you need too much of this. Oh, it's very thick. It's like a very thick paste. I think I'll just kind of focus it on areas where my makeup tends to crease. And let's get some on my nose because it always seems to separate there. Yeah, it's very lemony smelling. I like it. All right, I think I probably used too much. If it says to use a rice grain amount, I think you probably need more than that because that sounds very little. Okay, I think it kind of smoothed my fine lines on my forehead. Let's just really rub this in. I was wearing sunscreen earlier and I feel like it's kind of separating a little bit. All right, so I'm actually going to add another primer. This one's going to give more of like a dewy effect, hopefully. We've got the Prism Effects Hydrating Lotion. This is kind of like a glow primer thing. All right, so that's one pump. And then that way, if some of it mixes into my foundation, I can get kind of that like radiant glow. I don't know, is it showing up on camera? Yeah, I guess it's showing up. Maybe, let's see if I tap it in with my fingers. Yeah, I think the sponge is absorbing it a bit too much. You know what, on like non-makeup days or on days where I'm not wearing a complexion product, this by itself would be really, really pretty. So now that I'm looking nice and glowy, we're actually going to cover that up with foundation. So I'm going to be using the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation in the shade 130N. You guys have seen this. It might be a little bit light. It's hard to color match myself. Hoping it won't be too bad. I've actually tried out this foundation before in the wrong shade. So, oh, wait, is that... Did I just break this? Oops. Okay, I don't think that's supposed to come off. There we go. Okay, my bad. So let's just take that off. And I remember people saying that this is a very watery consistency. Also, people didn't like this doe foot. I remember that. People stopped talking about this, so I'm not going to do like a whole review video on it. I think what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of it on my... Oh yeah, this is very watery. Just gonna take like maybe 3 swipes worth on my hand, start with that, and because it's so thin, I'm just gonna actually go in with my finger, dot it on, and then blend it in. Oh yeah, this is very thin. Okay, probably gonna need more, and I think I'm gonna go with a brush because I think a sponge will absorb too much. I'm just gonna kind of like pat it in. Oh, this actually isn't a terrible color match. Just gonna try and go over the brow area to try and clean that up a little bit. Okay, that looks a little better. Now I'm gonna go in with my sponge and just pat everything in. It's a little, like, I wouldn't say it's cakey looking. It's, I guess, sitting a little weirdly in some areas. I'm gonna take like 2 more swatches of the foundation. Go right in the center of my cheeks, where I need a little bit more coverage. So now I'm gonna conceal. I'm gonna go into another Danessa Myrick's product. This is a Vision Cream Cover. It's actually a foundation and concealer in one, but today I'm just gonna use it as a concealer since I've got a lot of products to try out. The little goes a very long way. I hear it's very full coverage, so I'm gonna try and use like half a pump because I'm just doing under my eyes. Okay, that's about like half or a quarter of a pump. I don't know if you can even see it there. Color-wise, I think this is going to be okay. It might be a hair dark, but we will see. So I'm just going to brush this on, and then I think I'm going to use a sponge to blend it in. Ooh, okay. It's very golden, and I think it's a little dark, actually, especially using it as concealer. Really hope that my setting powder is tinted. This looks a little silly. Oh wow, this is full coverage though. It's full coverage, but it's very light. Okay, actually once I blend it in, it doesn't look too bad. Wow, that is full coverage. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can just kind of blend it a little lower to try and blend this out with my foundation so it doesn't look super weird that the colors are not the same. I definitely think I could have gone a shade lighter. Whoa, that is a beautiful finish. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing some separation happen on my nose, but that is not the concealer foundation. It just sits beautifully on the skin. Like, look at how smooth and flawless that is. And you can still see a bit of dewiness underneath. Wow, that is beautiful. Ooh, I was actually gonna use it to carve out my brows a little bit. Okay, I'll take a little bit more. Yeah, a little definitely goes a long way with this. I feel like this is definitely like a special event kind of foundation. I mean, you could use it as an everyday foundation. Like, it's beautiful. It's just, it's pricey. Look at how pretty and skin-like that is, but still super full coverage and doesn't look cakey. Whoa. So I noticed I'm getting a little bit of separation around my nose. I tried to cover that with the Danessa Myrick's. The Rare Beauty one is like a little bit cakey, I find. And maybe I just need to wear a hydrating primer with it. Okay, and my fine lines are starting to crease. So now is a perfect time to try out some powder. It says it's translucent. And I'll just take a fluffy brush and set under my eyes. Just try and tap some onto the cap. Maybe that'll be easier. kind of want to just set my whole face very lightly because I'm going to go into a bunch of powder products and I don't want them to drag my foundation. Okay, yeah, that feels mostly fine. Just want to set my forehead and under my eyes a little bit better. And I think I'm just going to use a little sponge, a normal size sponge, just to really get in there. So just want to make sure it's super smooth. And then same with my forehead. Wow, actually that looks really, really nice. Okay, I think the Danessa Myrick's foundation concealer is actually a really nice match for my like tanned color, even though obviously I still look really pale, but in the winter it might be a little bit dark. And this Kvd powder, I have been sleeping on this. This is really, really pretty. Wow, so far so good. Like everything looks really, really nice together. So next I'm gonna go into the Victoria Beckham Matte Bronzing Brick. So let's start off by contouring. We don't have a whole lot of pigment here, but I think, oh, actually, you know what? I think I'd rather something that I can build up. This actually is really nice. Something's interacting really weirdly with my foundation. It's getting a little patchy over there. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. That's pretty. It's very, very natural looking. Either that or the shade is a little light for me, but I think this is what I would normally go for. Probably could have chosen one shade darker, but I don't know. Okay, let's try this like bronzer shade. I'm very skeptical about this one. Oh, okay. As you can see like a little bit of color. I'm gonna just dip into here just to add like a little bit more color. Yeah, I think what I would do with these is to bronze. I think I'd use both shades. Hold on, let's switch to a smaller brush. I think I'd use both of these shades together. That looks more like a bronze shade. So I'm not really sure how these do for, I'm not really sure how the like contour side does for contouring, but together these two for bronzing is really nice. Really, okay, now looking in a mirror here, I think I kind of overdid it a little bit. I'm gonna do blush. I am probably the last person on the planet to try this product. This is the Nars Orgasm blush. I actually received this as a gift, and so I didn't actually spend the money on it. Also, if you've seen my videos before, you know this is not the first Nars product that I've tried. I've tried the Sheer Glow foundation. I think I've swatched a couple eyeshadows from them. So anyways, I'm not completely new to this brand, but I'm new to this product. So that's why I included it in this video. So I'm kind of excited, kind of not excited about this product. I absolutely love the color, but I hear it's a little soft in pigmentation. I don't know. I tried the Orgasm X one and it was fine. I wasn't super wowed by it, and that one's actually a more vibrant one. I personally like my blush very vibrant, and I've been looking actually for a cream version of this product that is very impactful, because I know that Nars makes a bunch of their Orgasm color in like every single format possible, because they like to use the same products just in different forms. So anyways, I know that they make a cream and a liquid version of this product, but it's not quite the intensity that I'm looking for. Anyways, okay, so this is it. Nars packaging is just exquisite. So it's, I mean, it's not like it's not bright, but it's soft. I don't know. Let's just swatch it. Yeah. It's exactly my favorite blush color. It just seems kind of light in pigmentation. Like I swatched it, you can barely see it on camera. Okay, so let's see how much I can build this. Yeah, so it's pretty. It's just not the intensity that I'm looking for. It has a bit of a sheen. I just like, right now I'm really into like very, almost like blush toppers, but if they were full pigmentation. And I'm looking for something that can kind of give me that result, but looks like Nars Orgasm. Oh, because this is like, okay, that highlighting aspect is definitely coming through. Wow, that is pretty actually. Okay, you know what? I actually really like this. I just wish, and like, considering Nars is Nars, and you know, beats a concept to death and then continues to keep putting out the same version of that product after it's already died 3 times. I'm surprised that, like, with the cream blush trend, I'm surprised that they haven't come out with Orgasm, but like a higher, like a more intensely pigmented highlighting blush. And cream products are trending, and I'm just surprised that they haven't kind of like jumped on that a bit more. It is like more subtle than I'd like it to be, but it's nice. It's very healthy looking, and it's very, I feel like this is actually a really beginner friendly blush. I'm just gonna bring some up here because why not? I don't know. I really like blush. It's a step that I used to skip in my routine, and now I'm like, why? It's so pretty. Yeah, I really wish they made a cream version that showed up exactly like this, like, and it's maybe not something that's like buildable, maybe something with more oomph impact when you first apply it, but like if they did something like this with a bit of that like duochrome shift, oh, that would be so pretty. Because like this color and formula, or maybe not formula, but like this type of color would do really well, I think, like that in a cream format. Next, I am going to try out a product from About Face. This is Halsey's brand. I've never tried anything from this brand. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. So I'm actually wearing like kind of a duochrome blush right now, and I feel like this is blending in really nicely. That is pretty. It blends in really nicely too. Like sometimes I have issues where I apply highlight and then it just kind of sticks. It doesn't disperse nicely, and then I just look like I have a stripe on my face. But no, this actually blends out really easily. It's not like a highlight that you can see from space, but at the same time it does have a really nice blinding effect. I don't know, it gives you like a healthy glow. I feel like you could probably just apply this to your whole face and get that kind of like wet look. It's really pretty. So next I'm going to do my eyes, and I'm going to try out a whole bunch of stuff from Ace Beauté. Really excited to try this brand. I've never tried anything from them before. So let's just dive into that. I can't wait. Oh my god, it's just as pretty in real life as it is online. So this is the Flare palette. Oh, it's so pretty. Like, this is almost a rainbow palette. Okay, and then let's open up the Oceanic palette. Oh boy. So this is a blue-green palette. This is very much my vibe. I'm getting goosebumps at how beautiful this is. So I'll start off by putting the shade Mulberry, this like cool tone purple. Ooh, that's really pretty. What am I doing? Let's zoom in here. Actually, I'm gonna stamp the shade Cider, this kind of mustard yellow, right in like the center of my crease. I'm gonna dip into the Oceanic palette. I think I'm gonna use the shade Bali. Isn't super pigmented. Okay, I think this will benefit from an eye primer for sure. Just needs a little bit of layering, which I'm not super used to. Okay, I mean, that's a pretty color. I'm gonna mix the shade Seaweed from the Oceanic palette and the shade Moss from the Flare palette. But I'm thinking it could be kind of cool to tie into the greenish yellow tones in my highlight. Maybe I'll just go into teals and then I can blend the green into that. So I guess I'll mix the shades Forest Pine from Flare with Pacific, this top one, from Oceanic. This is actually interesting on its own, just as a matte color story, but I'm not going to leave it at that. All right, and then I will finish it off with, I think, just the shade Lagoon from Oceanic, because that looks like a nice dark blue. I'm gonna add some shimmer just to make this pop a little bit more. I'm gonna use my NYX glitter primer. The first shade I put down was Bali, this one, and I think the shade Bora Bora will complement it nicely. Ooh, that is stunning. Next, I mixed Seaweed and Moss, so I think the shade Anemone will, oh, actually, or Jellyfish. You know what, maybe I'll mix the shade Anemone with the shade Jellyfish. So I'll just kind of try and blend those into that blue, try and get a nice gradient happening. Okay, so I'm thinking pumpkin or hazelnut could be nice. I think I might mix them. Let's try, hold on, let's do pumpkin by itself. Pumpkin and hazelnut. Okay. Yeah, pumpkin and hazelnut mixed together look really nice. Just gonna put a bit more of NYX glitter glue in my inner corner. And what color should I do for an inner corner highlight? So we have the shade Biscotti up here. I feel like that's just kind of like a natural choice. Oh, that's pretty. So I think I want to make it a little more interesting. Let's go into the shade Mykonos. I'm gonna take a little bit and add it to like the very inner corner of my inner corner. All right, so my eyes are done, or I should say my eye look is done, and now we're gonna move on to eyeliner. I'm gonna use the Guide Beauty Guideline eyeliner. Almost forgot to do mascara. So I'm trying out a canceled brand. I got this mascara as like one of those like deluxe samples. I think it was like in a bag of like a whole bunch of little samples. Sephora does that from time to time. So this is the Hourglass Extreme Lash Mascara. Oh, it's called Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. This is just a mini size. I don't endorse this brand. Just really disappointed in the lack of shade range. People have been asking them to expand their shade range of those like trio highlighting, blush, and bronzer palettes that they put out. And instead of doing that, they just like reformulated the same one, and it doesn't seem like they're super inclusive, and that's just really disappointing to hear. But I have this mascara, like I figure I might as well just try it out in this video, but I'm not endorsing their actions. And of course, as I mentioned, I got it for free, so didn't actually spend any money there. So this is actually in a triangular prism shape, just like I think a lot of Hourglass products. I've never actually tried anything from the brand because they're super pricey. Okay, so we have like a skinny brush like this. And then after hearing about how they're not super shade inclusive, just kind of turned me off the brand in general. Anyways, this is in the shade Ultra Black. So these are my lashes. This is the side that I'm wearing product. This is the side that I'm not. So I don't know if you can see like kind of how far my lashes stick out on the side where I'm not wearing any product versus this side where I am. Okay, I hope that kind of gives you an idea. It is quite a nice mascara. Kind of a bummer that they're canceled. And now moving on to lashes. I'm going to use the Calliope lashes from Ace Beauté. Oh, let's just get that out of the way. That's what they look like. All right, so I'm just going to put those on. So time for lips. So I'm going to combine two products. One that actually I think I've tried before. The other one I haven't. Oops, I have two minis. One is the Tartist Lip Paint in the shade Birthday Suit. I think I've actually tried this before. Maybe even in this color, I don't remember. And then this is the Laura Mercier Lip Glosse in the shade Baby Doll. Never tried, I don't think I've tried anything from Laura Mercier. Definitely haven't tried this product. So if I remember correctly, this Tarte product is like a liquid lip. So it should dry down. Oh, it's minty. Okay, yeah, if I remember correctly, I don't think these dry down fully. I don't know, it's been a long time since I've used these. Okay, and now I'm gonna apply this lip gloss. Okay, hasn't fully dried down, but I think I should be all right. Ooh, this one's got like that vanilla birthday cake kind of smell. Yeah, I think this is like a pretty sheer product. Just gives like a nice little Nice little something. It's making it very slippery and slidey. A little pale. Not loving that. I'm gonna take this off. I don't love this color. All right, let's try just the Laura Mercier product because I don't love it with the Tarte one. Okay, so this is, I see, this is very sheer. It's literally just, yeah, it's like a clear, barely tinted lip gloss. It looks much better on its own. That is almost everything. I'm gonna finish up using the Benefit Porefessional Super Setter. I've tried Benefit products before. I have a whole video where I've tried out, I did like a whole face of Benefit. I actually wish that I had this product then because that would have just completed the whole look. But anyways, I was able to get my hands on this. This was actually gifted to me as well. Yeah, so let's just set my face. It's a very, very fine mist. I feel like almost nothing is coming out. All right, so I am gonna put on my wig and then we'll do a full rundown of these products. Okay, so this is the final look. So let's do a full rundown of everything. The products that I'm going to be reviewing in their own videos, but I'll just be talking about everything and how it performed. And then if you want to see like a bit more detail about each one, then you can go watch those videos once they're live. So, okay, from the top, Guide Beauty Brows. I am not a fan of these. Like, they look okay, but they're like a little patchy. I really like, okay, normally if I was doing my brows like and not specifically testing out certain products, like basically I'd use a pencil liner just to kind of shape them, and then I'd use a product like this just to go in. It wasn't terrible, but I didn't love it. And you'll have to go watch my Guide Beauty video, which I'll link over here, and you can hear a bit more of my thoughts on it. Moving on, the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. So, I mean, like looking at my makeup, obviously I tried out like basically an entire full face of products that I hadn't used before. So I'm just going kind of based on how things look, how the products interacted with each other. And I mean, like my makeup looks really good. So I'm gonna say I really like this. I don't know how much it actually did, so I'm going to try it out a few different ways. It did look like it, I'll just insert a clip here. I think, okay, so I'm going to do two things. It did look like it kind of smoothed things and maybe added a little bit of blurring. I'm not really sure if it like blurs, but it definitely smoothed things out. I mean, as far as like, you know, long lasting, my makeup is still on. It's been a couple hours. You know, things look good. So I have no complaints. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5. Nothing bad to say about it. The only thing is I think I would use more than a rice grain amount. That seems like a very small amount of product for something that's supposed to cover your entire face. So I kind of disagree with the instructions here, but that doesn't have to do with the product. All right, Danessa Myrick's primer. That was this guy, the Prism Effects Hydrating Lotion. I don't know how much it actually did, and I highlighted my face so I can't actually see a whole lot. Although, and this could just be a combination of, you know, all the different complexion products that I'm wearing. I mean, like, you know, I'm glowing, I look very radiant, so I don't know if that's this product or this in combination with all the other products. And you'll have to watch my Danessa Myrick's video to hear more of my thoughts on this product. I am going to be testing this product out a couple different ways, so my review will be a bit more thorough. So if you want to hear more about that, then check out my other video. All right, next is the Rare Beauty foundation. This foundation is good. Is it my favorite foundation ever? No. And what's interesting is for such a watery consistency, it does seem to kind of like, I wouldn't say clump because that's not the right word, but like it's almost like a little patchy and it like almost separates a bit on my skin. My skin looks okay now, but I think that might be just like blending everything in a bit more because the last time I wore it, it looked pretty good, although it did, and I was wearing it all day, it did separate if I remember correctly, and it did kind of, it separated on my forehead and it did also kind of look like a little dry and cakey, but also kind of separated. I don't know. I feel like I like the feel of it. I like the wear, but I don't like how it kind of tends to break down a little bit. So I feel like maybe I'm just not wearing the right type of primer, and maybe this type of foundation needs a more gripping primer. So maybe it's just the formula doesn't seem to work with my other products. I mostly like it. I just don't like how it separates. So I'm probably going to give it like a 4 out of 5 because I feel like I'm doing something wrong, either in my application or in my base product, i.e. my primer. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 and give it another shot. Next is the Danessa Myrick's foundation as concealer. I really like this. I was really wowed by it. I think of all the products that I'm wearing, that one like really shocked me. The only thing, like my only complaint, and this has nothing to do with the foundation, more so just the website and the shopping experience, is I wish that there was a way to color match yourself better, because I think I would have gone one shade lighter, even though this is I would call it my summer shade. I'd rather get a lighter shade that works for me in the winter, and then I can always bronze up or even mix in like a darker foundation for the summer months. I don't really like to have, even though like for some reason I'm becoming a foundation hoarder, but like I really like to just have my one foundation and that's like the only foundation I use. And yeah, I seem to be collecting foundations. But other than that, I really, really liked it. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on this product, you can check out my Danessa Myrick's video where I talk about this in more depth. Okay, next, all right, the KVD Locket setting powder. I was going to call it Locket Foundation in the shade Translucent. I really like this. I think it set my products well. I do have a tiny bit of creasing under my eyes. Forehead looks pretty good. Yeah, everywhere else looks, got a little bit of like cracking almost happening. Yeah, around my mouth, over here. But like otherwise, I think this set really nicely. So if you want to hear more of my thoughts on this product, you can check out this quick little review that I did. Next, the About Face highlighter that I thought was a face powder. This guy, first of all, packaging is incredible. I have too many highlighters. I really don't need another. This one, however, is really beautiful. It's more subtle than a lot of my other highlighters. I typically tend to go for really bold and intense highlighters. This one is definitely more natural, kind of more of like that inner glow, but I really liked it. It was really, really nice, performed well, blended out great. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on this product, you can check out my review video over here. All right, the Victoria Beckham Matte Bronzing Brick, which literally this thing feels like a brick. It's so heavy. And I don't know if I just got like a defective package, but it just doesn't stay closed. So I'm a little annoyed about that. The shades themselves are beautiful. Blendability was excellent. Honestly, no complaints. But if you want to hear more of my thoughts on this product, you can check out my video over here. All right, next, Nars Orgasm. I was really blown away by this product. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect much because I really didn't love the Orgasm X one. Like, it was a nice color, I just wasn't like wowed. And even then, like with this, I feel like there isn't a huge range of difference with a powder blush, but I really like the way that this one performed. I love that kind of like duochrome peachy shift that this color has, and maybe I just didn't like Maybe I had a problem with the color of Orgasm X. I'm not really sure, but anyways, I have zero complaints about this. It performed beautifully. I give it a solid 5 out of 5. Really, really impressed. Well done, Nars. Well done. Now I understand why they market everything as like orgasm this, orgasm that, because it's really a great product. All right, let's talk about Ace Beauté, these palettes, and these lashes. I'm speechless. Honestly, so good. I don't want to talk about too much here because I've got a separate video where I go into more depth about this brand. If you want to hear my full rundown about the brand, check out my review video, which I'll link over here. The Guide Beauty eyeliner, I actually really enjoyed using this. The only thing that's kind of weird is that it doesn't actually come with like the applicator that you're supposed to use, or like it comes with the applicator tip, but not the full applicator. So that was a little odd, but I enjoyed using the product itself. And if you want to hear more of my thoughts on this product and the other one that I tried, I'll link a video over here. All right, so the Hourglass mascara, I actually really liked it, which I feel bad saying because I don't approve of what the brand is doing. But yeah, like it made my lashes look really nice. Is it the best mascara I've ever tried? No. But is it a good mascara? Yes. Am I suggesting that you should buy it? No. But I will give it a 5 out of 5. Okay, I tried out both the Tarte's lip paint and the Laura Mercier lip glace. I have actually tried out the Tarte's lip paint before. I don't think I've done it on this channel, but I've worn it before. For what it's worth, it's a 5 out of 5. I really do like this formula, even though it's not as long lasting as I'd like. I don't remember if it fully dries down or not. The Laura Mercier lip glace. It's nice. It's a lip gloss, like nothing more to it. Stays on the lips actually pretty well. Like I just had a drink of water and you know, you can still see it. So I'm not a lip gloss person, but I give it a solid 5 out of 5, no complaints. And then I think last but not least, we have the Benefit Porefessional Super Setter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. I mean, my makeup's in place other than I think I'm sweating on my upper lip. So I feel like my makeup is kind of like melted off of there. But other than that, it looks really good. It looks really, really good. I don't like the mister. I feel like it doesn't like disperse the product enough. Like it feels like it's too fine a mist and not enough product comes out. So I'm gonna give it a 4.75 out of 5 because I don't like the spray. But the product itself seems fine. It just seems that there's not enough that actually comes out. So that, I think, is the full rundown. If you've stuck with me, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this wild ride of products. I liked basically everything that I've tried, so I consider that a win. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me try on these products. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below if you tried any of these products out. If you enjoy the type of looks that I do here on my channel, they're usually very bold and colorful. I'm sure you'll enjoy the content that I post on my other social media, which I'll link in the description box. If you're interested, I'd love if you could follow me on those platforms as well. And if you enjoy the looks that I do here on my channel and you want to see more, I'd love it if you can subscribe and turn on notifications, and that way you'll get updated every time I post a new video. And I'll see you guys next time.